Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Catherine and I am a third year PhD candidate studying history at The Ohio State University, and right now I am in Paris. This is my third day in Paris and I have already made the place that I'm staying a complete mess. It was very nice yesterday, put everything away, but then this morning I was in a real rush trying to get out of the house for an appointment and it's chaos. So once it is all nice and pretty, I will show you where I'm living. I found an apartment through a friend of a friend and this place is really nice. It's on the opposite side of the city that I was a few years ago, so it's nice to kind of explore a new place. But yeah, this morning I had to go to the BNF, which is the National Library of France, to get my reader's researcher card, which looks like this. And you can get a day pass, a weekly pass, and a year pass. I don't know if they have a monthly pass, and they put like a picture on here, which I came here like 3 years ago and did not realize. First of all, I have no idea where my card is, probably with my NYU stuff. Second of all, I didn't know that I was still in the system and they used the picture from 2019. Like, ew, what is that? But anyways, so I did that and then I got my Metro card. So this with my student ID was like 36 euros and then for a whole year. And then we have my Metro card, which I paid 80 euros for 1 month. There are different Metro options you can get with different zones. Since I'm going to archives kind of all over the city and some are like slightly outside the city, I just got the all zone pass. It just makes my life a whole lot easier. It, I think, is usually like 70 or 75 euros, but the first time you get a card, you have to pay an extra 5 euros, which I'm also mad about this because I had one last time and I could have just brought it with me. But again, I have no idea where that stuff is. I think it's somewhere in Houston. And then I had to go to the pharmacy and buy a contact case and solution because I did bring solution, but for some reason I forgot all my contact cases and I have so many laying around. And then the last thing that I got, I stopped by this little bookshop on the way home and was just browsing the history section and I found this book, Histoire des femmes en Occident, 19th century. This is a book that my advisor keeps telling me to read and include in my historiography for a section on women in the 19th century, since I'm talking about what made World War I different and the changes wrought upon women's lives. I need to go back and see what women's lives were like in the 19th century, which I know I need to do it. I just have had too much going on. But anyways, I found this book and it was only like 12 euros and 50 cents. 50 centimes. And finding books like this in America is so difficult. It takes forever to order and it's more expensive. So I was like, I have to buy this. So in the last few days, I have spent way too much money, but I feel like that's always how it is when you first come over here. You are like getting settled, you're getting everything, and then hopefully my expenses will go down a little bit. So yeah, I believe this weekend I am going back to the chateau where I worked in 2020 and in 2019. I made friends with the girls who live there. I had dinner with one of them, Lou, yesterday, which was so great and took me out of my funk because I'll be honest, I'm really excited to be in Paris. But also, you guys, like, I literally just got engaged and then have to leave my fiance in America for 2 months, which we're already long distance, but like 7-hour time difference. So it's a lot to deal with. So I was pretty depressed the first day, but now I'm finding my groove, finding my way, figuring out the archives. So I'm ready to just kind of like be living my best French life for the next 2 months. So I am gonna clean up the apartment and have lunch, and then we'll see what I get up to the rest of the afternoon. Okay, I'm continuing this video many days after I've begun. It is now Tuesday. I have been in France for a week and I've still not really done all that much. This weekend I went to the chateau that I used to work at to visit my friends and celebrate their birthday, and today is my first day really attempting to go to the archives. I'm going to the BIU Santé Médecin library that has archives of all the medical theses published during the war. I need to request a library researcher's card though, and they said to bring my student ID and then also a paper proving I'm a student, but I don't have a printer. So I have something on my phone and hopefully that is gonna work out. But it's near Notre Dame, so I'm a bit hesitant to film in the city because people do pickpocket. And I'm scared of just having my camera out and being less aware of my surroundings. But so yeah, the library doesn't open until 1. It is 11:20 p.m. So I'm just eating a little bit of lunch, that way, a very early lunch, but that way I can just be at the library for as long as I need to until it closes this evening. And yeah, this is my Parisian life so far. All right, the day is done. Did I film anything else? No. Did I even remember that I brought my camera with me? Also, no, but it was a successful day. I got my library card. I figured out how to use this specific archive. It's really beautiful. It is a library within the network of Paris universities. Specifically, it is the medical library because I'm looking at medical dissertations published during World War I concerning my topic, pregnant women. So yeah, I'm cooking a little dinner right now, ravioli. I, to be honest, wanted to eat out tonight, but I have a lot of social anxiety, which is mostly gone, but sometimes it creeps back in, and I really didn't want to sit by myself somewhere and eat dinner all alone. I need to get better at that. I did give myself a little treat of a sorbet on the walk home, but I need to get better about doing that because I'm going to be here all summer and I don't want my summer to be boring because I'm afraid of being alone. So anyways, I'm just going to take a little break and eat dinner. And then, oh, wrong lights. I'm gonna have a little break and eat dinner and then relax for the night. / also try and do some planning for what I'm gonna attack tomorrow. The time has finally come for me to do a little apartment tour. I've been here for a week and a half now. Emotions have kind of been up and down still. I did have a pretty productive week at the archive last week. It is now a Sunday, and I'm gonna start a new I'm gonna start a new archive tomorrow. I'm a little nervous about this one. It is a medical archive, specifically with medical files. And so there are some specific policies and procedures that I have to follow in order to access certain archives. So we'll see how that pans out. I'm gonna do a little tour. I am just gonna put a kind of warning label in the kitchen. The oven makes this extremely loud ticking noise. I think it's briefly stopped, but if you hear that, we won't stay long, so don't worry. So here we enter the apartment, and when you first come in, we have the toilet immediately on the left. We have the shower right in front. It is an extremely small shower. I can't even dry off entirely with the door closed. And then we have the kitchen with the loud ticking thing. That is horrendous. A tiny fridge. When I say tiny, I mean I'm literally a head taller than it. And then we have just your standard oven, a tiny sink. So then we have to the left, my room, and there's a nice little desk and table. There is a bed, a little nightstand where I keep things on, and then we have a window. which overlooks directly to the entrance to this apartment complex, which is kind of frustrating because the blinds, well, the like shutters that are outside don't completely block out all light. So anytime someone comes in at night, it triggers like an automatic light in the courtyard, which then floods into my room since I'm directly facing it. But other than that, I do like my little apartment. Oh, and here are all my clothes. So yeah, I have been getting adjusted. I've been spending a lot of time in this apartment, which honestly, like, I don't hate. I am very burnt out from the whole past year of studying for exams, so I've really needed this introvert time to kind of be to myself and pull myself together. I will say I'm still struggling with being away from my fiance and all my friends who I also haven't seen in a really long time, and usually I would have seen somewhere at the beginning of the summer. So that's kind of a bummer. But I'm at least getting work done, which is what I'm being paid to be here to do. So gotta look on the bright side. I am being productive. But this is my first kind of a week and a half life video vlog in my life. It's not a week in my life, a week and a half in my life in Paris. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. I'm hoping to make a video very soon about my archive experiences, and then of course I'll make one at the end of the summer as well, talking about everything I learned, tips and tricks. I have had some very helpful people on my social media giving me advice for different questions I've had, so that's been really nice. I hope you guys are having a good week, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!